Welcome back to MPWF RAW, ladies and gentlemen. We are currently here backstage with Antonio Goldman. And Antonio Goldman showing no fear here whatsoever. Antonio Goldman is not afraid of the cabinet. He is ready to go for the main event later on tonight, which will be semi-final action as he takes on Jason Rage. And the winner will face Yoshino at the Royal Rumble. But what we've got here, ladies and gentlemen, is a grudge matchup. On MPWF SmackDown Episode 7 last week on Saturday night, there was a 6-man tag cruiserweight matchup where Zack Ryder appeared for the very first time in the MPWF, where he scored a pinfall over the hardcore champion Marcus O'Reilly with the Zack attack. Zack Ryder has now been asked here by Marcus O'Reilly for a matchup, a grudge match if you will, here tonight on Raw. Now what's interesting about this grudge match is the fact that anytime you face the hardcore champion in a singles matchup, the championship belt is on the line. So Zack Ryder now, not only does he have an opportunity to beat Marcus O'Reilly here and impress the MPWF fanbase further, he could become the next MPWF hardcore champion. But you know that the Fighting Irish hardcore icon, Marcus O'Reilly, has something to say. He has some objections to Zack Ryder becoming the hardcore champion. Don't forget that this man issued the challenge. Marcus O'Reilly, also don't forget, has had some tough matches here in the MPWF, battling with Dr. Ice Jr., battling with Systematic Carnage, Dwight Jones. Marcus O'Reilly has certainly had his fair share of intense wars over that hardcore championship since being here on YouTube in the MPWF. But now Marcus O'Reilly finds himself against Zack Ryder, Long Island's own. But Zack Ryder has never found himself in the situation of a hardcore matchup with someone the caliber of Marcus O'Reilly. So we'll see how Zack Ryder is able to fare against Marcus O'Reilly, because quite frankly you have to give the advantage to Marcus O'Reilly in this matchup. This is his domain right here. He is the Fighting Irish hardcore icon, and he is representing the British Isles and Ireland here in the MPWF. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that our next show will be MPWF Superstars on YouTube, Episode 2. And we have scheduled that there will be White Boy Fresh versus Brian Adams and the Devil's Rejects versus some bad motherfuckers, and that will be taking place all on Superstars. Don't forget to check out all the action here in the MPWF. Each show, Superstars, Metal, Raw, SmackDown, MPWF action is car wrestling at its finest, and what you're about to see here is going to be an extreme hardcore championship matchup. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, hardcore action, and now this is the second match of the show. Oh wait, what a clean suplex there by Marcus O'Reilly. This indeed should have been the first match of MPWF Raw, but we saw the general manager, Mr. Vermongo, in the previous part to this, decided that the main event of SmackDown would take place at the beginning of the show, and had the cabinet interfere and screw Richard Hawkins out of getting to the finals of the MPWF Undisputed Championship Tournament. Now Marcus O'Reilly driving a knee into the back of Zack Ryder. So the actions of the cabinet have been atrocious in these past couple of weeks here in the MPWF. This past month, with MVP being gone, the Apollo being suspended, now Richard Hawkins being screwed out of the Royal Rumble, and now Zack Ryder though dropping Marcus O'Reilly there with a net breaker, and now picking Marcus O'Reilly back up. I mean, how many more people in the MPWF are going to be screwed by the cabinet? Oh, you got to see that Zack Ryder is happy about the cabinet being in control. It was in fact Mr. Vermongo who spoke to Zack Ryder to get him a job here in the MPWF. And as you can see, Zack Ryder is taking full opportunity of what he's been given to him here in the MPWF. Some people think that Zack Ryder is a joke from what they've seen in the WWE, but if you remember watching Zack Ryder on ECW, you would have seen that Zack Ryder is no joke. When he was a part of the Edgeheads, he was no joke, and now he's in the MPWF. He looks to prove that he is no joke by winning the Hardcore Championship. Now don't forget that Dwight Jones won the Hardcore Championship in his debut match against Marcus O'Reilly, so maybe Zack Ryder in his debut match here on Raw tonight could emulate what Dwight Jones did and what a Bulldog takedown there by Zack Ryder. And this crowd here in Cleveland not too happy with Zack Ryder, and now Zack Ryder throwing Marcus O'Reilly back in the ring would rather prefer to see the Fighting Irish Hardcore Icon retain his Hardcore Championship. I mean, once he gets that kendo stick out, that Singapore cane, this fight could be over. Marcus O'Reilly is devastating with that, and toe-to-world backbreaker, and one reversal by the Hardcore Champion. And now Marcus O'Reilly picking up the chair, and now setting it up, and now Marcus O'Reilly looking to do a moonsault, and what a maneuver there by Marcus O'Reilly. What athleticism there by the Hardcore Champion. Setting up that steel chair, doing the springboard moonsault off of it. That was fantastic. And now Zack Ryder looking to pick up the chair while Marcus O'Reilly's on the outside of the ring with a mop. But Marcus O'Reilly connects before Zack Ryder can capitalize. And now Marcus O'Reilly with another shot there with the mop, looking to do more damage to Zack Ryder here. And O'Reilly picking Zack Ryder back up. And now what is this? Oh, beautiful gut-wrench suplex there by Marcus O'Reilly. And Marcus O'Reilly surprising me especially here tonight with more of the wrestling moves, more of a ground-based style here against Zack Ryder. I'm not sure if he knows how to take Zack Ryder here. I thought that he was going to start swinging like no other with weapons after Zack Ryder defeated him on MPWF SmackDown. But Marcus O'Reilly now heading to the top rope, a clumsy blow to the back, and back suplex off the second rope, folding Zack Ryder inside out. Now going for the cover, and Marcus O'Reilly could retain his Hardcore Championship here too, and a kick out there by Zack Ryder. Another important factor in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta believe, oh, what a shot there by Marcus O'Reilly. Both of these men are probably gonna be in the Royal Rumble matchup, the 30-man opportunity. The winner of that matchup will headline WrestleMania and challenge for the Undisputed Championship against either Antonio Goldman or Yamasaki Yoshino. And Marcus O'Reilly now sending Zack Ryder up in the tree of woe, and now skateboard with a steel chair to Zack Ryder in the turnbuckle. Marcus O'Reilly showing his hardcore instinct here in this matchup, and as I was saying before, this will build you huge momentum heading into the Royal Rumble. I mean, tonight we have ourselves a preview matchup of what the Royal Rumble is going to be like, with a 6-man over-the-top battle royal, and now Marcus O'Reilly with that Singapore cane. What a shot! What a shot with that kendo stick! Zack Ryder running right into the kendo stick and getting cracked wide open with it. That's straight hardcore action there around Marcus O'Reilly. Shoulder block taking down Zack Ryder. Now the Hardcore Champion picking Zack Ryder up. And now with a big time power slam there by Marcus O'Reilly. Now picking Ryder back up again. I want a kick to the gut here. Marcus O'Reilly jumping up and an up down DDT there by the Hardcore Champion. Spiking Zack Ryder head first into the mat. Going for the cover, and that is it. I don't think there's any way Zack Ryder is kicking out of that, and no. Marcus O'Reilly retains the Hardcore Championship here tonight on MPWF RAW, Episode 8. Right here, look at this. This is just vile impact there. Zack Ryder ran right into that shot with the kendo stick. Busted wide open. And Marcus O'Reilly here with this big-time power slam, really driving the wind out of Zack Ryder. And this DDT was so vicious here by Marcus O'Reilly that you could just see Zack Ryder's head bouncing off the mat. And that was it. Long Island Zack Ryder was not able to bring home a championship here tonight. But a great showing there by the brand new MPWF superstar, Zack Ryder. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, Marcus O'Reilly has retained the Hardcore Championship, and he continues to prove exactly why he is the Fighting Irish Hardcore Icon, why he is one of the best at what he does, and why he is one of the best at the hardcore style. But ladies and gentlemen, it is that time that we head for a break. When we return, you will get to see more of MPWF RAW action. Never mind, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading backstage here with Chandrella Johnson and Lethal Mathematics. My bad. Sorry for that, fans.